trade.
I've got something to tell you. Choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons. If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it to knock...
Yeah, it's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah, usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
'Cause there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now! Well, at least you seem to be handling it okay. Able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah. What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things. Thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
How are you settling in?
Yeah, Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
So Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
I see you've got strike set up. Mind if I have a go at it?
Really? Sure. Let's do it. Here goes nothing. Oh, that's not where I want that piece to be. What should I do? Off the board they go. And they're gone. Time to make a move. Let's see what you got. Really? Fine. I see how it is. Okay, I can do this. That one's a goner. Your turn. And it's out. My turn. There it goes. Ah! I had that machine right where I wanted it. What should I do? I knew I had to win at some point. Let me know if you want to go at it again. Let's play. All yours. Time to make a move. You keep hitting those armored spots, I might have a shot at winning. Why you gotta go and ruin my strategy like that? Let's see. Your turn. That machine's armor just saved my butt. Interesting move. My turn. There it goes. And it's out. Okay, I could do this. All yours. Okay, I can do this. Off the board they go. I win! But I'm sure you'll get me next time. That was fun.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aloy, you're back.
How are things going around here?
I'm still trying to get Beta to talk to me. It's a slow process. Are you okay? This clone thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
I'm just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
I should get back to the wild.
I'll keep an eye on Beta.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
So,
Yes, training. Look,
you guys reading?
we just... And all mother... It's hard without the...
Thanks to...
Yeah, the world must...
Not to mention...
And they became...
It's good to
We're learning... I've added to that something instead. If you ask anything...
maybe got... Looks like I with their ship.
We guess they... But still...
I couldn't...
That didn't... Won't stop...
That's... How's...
Alright, then... I wanted to... Told him he said a war for a second. Never thought of...
I'm guessing to...
You got that. Makes you want...
Whatever it was.
Must be...
I guess she'll... How's...
And we all... But I'm...
How's everyone doing?
Just...
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's plan says a home... I asked Aaron...
Still, it's...
Not gonna complain.
Aloy.
Hey,
You mean, but isn't guess
a little?
Varl's...
Maybe.
There is some... It's about the
What are you up to?
guy, she... And it's...
That's good. I see you.
Guy, so... No, it...
What else have you...
I imagine, and, you know, as well as...
That's where... Learning.
There's... It's... I use... But of...
Yeah. Did God...
She did it, and...
So...
But...
Yeah. You've...
You...
So you...
Yeah, in... I pass...
You... You said...
Once again, Gaia, if we... Maybe, unless the Gaia showed me... We need machine...
You mean...
Yes.
So then...
If all will do it, bless you.
So... worried.
By when our... But in the end, the Utah... a veteran. This... But...
I've been meaning you...
That... When they... Those... Three... I with the other... And why...
I couldn't...
I went... But when I wrote the smell... I made it to dim. I was...
You...
I knew before we Sabbath
Sounds...
enough when the we changed.
You said...
Tonight before what went on. Alright,
Is that...
then I could...
I'm glad... You...
To...
I need to get going.
May the land... Aloy. There are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
I'm telling you, the old ones put blades on their feet and...
Dance on ice.
That doesn't sound safe.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows fertile.
So...
While I may be able, however, like ether alone...
Okay. The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis, Eleuthia, interculturing, and Apollo in disseminating. Unfortunate, all are...
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears...
All three of the missing functions were. Do you still need...
Restoring their empowering. Unfortunate, attaining them in the...
I guess our best, but we'll need
Correct.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes, and lakes as according it appears
Maybe I'll... So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation. Is that why
most like Poseidon there?
Like...
I suspect...
So, once Hephaestus, you'll regain...
Yes. It is in my human life, so yeah, I could given the nature, I must, no matter how. Indeed.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided.
Yes, weather pattern.
That'll be a real recovering...
I will...
Why did Ether...
As Ether, one given that the...
So Ether...
Correct, though it is...
Babe. Beta start...
For...
Given their... And if when they want...
They may...
Turn... So the Z... Physics...
For an engine, in given...
Like...
A...
The Z beta... Do you know...
Only...
Right.
What we can is that the Z... To...
The extinct made...
So and the...
As how could...
From the... It appear...
Hank, but...
Yes, despite...
So from... Again...
Yes, they have further energy.
They see, but...
Through every while we were I know she...
So there's...
Always...
So... I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's...
What were you expecting?
I don't know. And...
It is true, she overestimated... However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your emboldened...
I guess so.
Give her time.
How's Catalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply... In an effort, I believe...
A salute. How are things around here?
Zoe has been in an effort without the... I am... However...
Yeah. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. Zoe does... She... And encourage...
And how to...
I believe...
How's Aaron?
He is...
What...
He and... Amongst... He is...
Well, good. So there's a few... Almost...
Yeah, there is still 4 entries. Hearing...
Anything...
I do not... I have elect...
Gaia?
Her press... It was listening... Yeah, though I...
She was okay. Thanks, Gaia. So, the all work... What?
Person resource with it. She's too a...
Lord?
Scale achieve.
So, you...
Yeah, it...
You want advice? So, a while... I just... And it spent the... I'm...
No,
Any...
I have given it... I imagine...
Right. Well... The process memorial... Do you...
Why not? How... Such an in...
But they... So...
Yes, levels in...
There was an ancient... Any idea how...
As odd... It...
So, until the... When I found Dave... But if he...
The face...
Even... What? I thought just... So it was meant to...
For... Had they would...
Until... I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the...
If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them. Use it to reconnect them and restore the display. I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
So I...
Here to observe.
I would have been...
It should you...
Okay. I should be going.
Goodbye.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is.
When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Pizza?
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered. Or something.
Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down in that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Well, okay.
He's still sifting through loads of...
Yeah, it's... not my image. They were made to look like they were the
I should get...
Back.
It'll be harder to see in the snow.
Champion, I need... Heard the lowlanders have been fighting rebels by the coast, west of the grove.
You should have missed this chance to trade.
This is where Zoe said we'd find the Grimhorns she needs parts from to heal Plainsong's land gods. I should let her know I'm here. Hey, Zoe. I'm near the Grimhorn site. Can you join me?
I'll be there soon.
Aloy, I'm glad we can do this together. The Grimhorns we're looking for should be just to the north.
Let's go get those control cores.
Thank you again for helping me. If this works, if we can heal the land gods, it will end a generation of suffering for my people.
How do you think Fane and the Chorus will take it? They seem to think the tribe's extinction is inevitable.
I've had my disagreements with them, but I'd like to see they'll be happy to be wrong on this.
There. The Grimhorns.
And they're not alone.
We'll just have to be smart about this.
I'll follow your lead.
The machine was built to kill hunters. We did it! You okay?
A bit winded, but I'll be alright.
I'll grab the course.
Be my guest. That's one. But we should take a second control core just to be safe.
Got it.
Got the control cores? I can take them from here.
Two control cores, as requested.
Thank you. Gaia showed me a way to scan them and take what we need to update the reboot code. I'll head back to base and get started. When I was a child, there was always enough to eat. The land gods provided for us, and every season we celebrated them. My happiest memories come from those times. Do you really think we can bring them back?
We'll make it happen.
Thank you, Aloy.
So we'll probably need some time to sort through those cores. I should do something else in the meantime. Frost ammo would work.
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tenakth territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tenakth patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that peace with my father and brother's deaths, he realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was alright, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him?
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tenakth took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amatis after?
I think he just needs to know.
Over here, you flaming hunks of crap!
That's him! Firefly's right on his heels.
He's no match for it alone. Come on!
Got you! Solana?
We got your back! Not now! This next hit.
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amatis.
And you must be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
A little. We know you're headed for the rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Ness's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Talana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids. But you kept her secret.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanuk territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close. Until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
What happened at the Battle of the Burning Blooms?
I had intel that the Tanuk forces were greater than we had. I tried to get. He was. And when I he pulled a knife. So, it was still. I was too late. What's more, they put a bounty.
But the Red Raid, if he knew.
The sun.
A pardon. So, you and Talana, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Claw Striders, a hunter-killer, mercenary.
A scrub.
No.
Well, we're here.
I can't.
I didn't come.
I know better than to try to. Come then. The rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanuk patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves. We'll wait here.